Welcome to the show. Oh yeah. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Okay. Everybody, it's time for the show. 2 count, we about that go. Best in the Midwest, and we up next. Go and ring the bell, ref, cause here we go. Comedy meets wrestling. Yeah, we doing our own thing. Square circle and a microphone. 2 count on everything. Can you smell what we're cooking now? Other shows, they ain't got that style profile. And while we strut on raise with 2 fingers up, JR, Big Ace, Tommy 2, they something else. This show be dynamite. Next level, top shelf. I'm like, ah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
That's enough, don't you think?
I mean, it's never enough of getting that nerdy DJ Hayes.
Yeah, but if Nerd D
was
still singing, I would still play it. But it's just those, my South American gunslingers that are doing the back end there. So we'll just hop off and that. I'm gonna find somebody that can help me fix so that we have a reasonable intro. I mean, I tried, and you saw that I tried, and part of it looks great. But by the same token, most of it sucks.
Look at this.
The video part.
Whitney Mark Callister is back with us in the chat.
Yeah.
It's like
Whitney was on TV again.
This is like a record. Yeah, not only has she been on Raw 3 weeks in a row, but she's been in the chat 2 of the last 3 weeks, and the other week she was on live with us.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, did miss a great show down there.
That's what I hear, Zach. I hear
Whitney.
And I saw. I'll be honest with you. I get to watch a little bit of it towards the tail end on the live stream, and it was pretty impressive. I saw some video also of one of my most hated rivals. Well, he's not really a rival. He's just an asshole. Jumping off the top shelf. I mean, the top of the cage. And man, Bryce Jordan, I've always said it. The dude is athletic as hell, but just a jackass.
Maybe he's just a jackass to you, but he's top shelf to me. And Whitney, we would never get sick of you. Now, on the other hand, this guy.
See, this is weird.
Tim Nella.
You get things mixed up. Tim Nella is a doer. Tim Nella makes things happen.
Yeah.
And you, on the other hand, you say you're top shelf, but the reality is that you really don't do anything.
I'm sorry. What are you insinuating? I don't do anything.
Tim Nella not only helped set up yet another Madhouse show in Rochester, he also set up a comedy show that, by the way, you're performing on the night before.
Listen, he's
never made it a whole weekend. Okay. What?
Tim Nella's never going to be my boss. Okay, I'm going to let you know that right now.
Nobody said he was.
You make it sound like he is.
No, of course not. He's just your better.
He's just my better. Oh, you know what? Yeah. So Whitney, we'll never be sick of you, but I'm already sick of the Nella World Order and all the chicanery and all the acts of sucking up that JR can do for Tim Nella. I'm just absolutely sick of it.
See, this is wrong. I am not sucking up. I was asked.
Lies.
Dude, I was asked to do. Yeah, go. Oh, Luke has a question about stand-up. What is your question, Luke?
Yeah, this is also, where comedy meets wrestling. So, yeah, comedy question. Let's go. We got to wait for him to type.
I'm happy to answer any questions that I can.
Oh, say again?
Ooh, look at that! I'm getting paid dough. I'm getting your chunk of the pay window.
Yeah, good luck with that one. Beat the shit out of you for it. Look, mid-level Tina's here. making it known that she wants to say hi to everyone but me.
Tom, that's because you're a dick. So that's a great question, Luke. It all depends on your style because everybody's different, right? So I've known people and work with people who are absolutely scripted. They can't go off script. So if something happens, it gets a little bit weird.
Thank you, Whitney. Thank you. I'm just acknowledging the chat here real quick as you're rambling
Whitney
on.
must be drinking again tonight.
First of all, hold on. This is why she's team top shelf, okay? Because you still treat her like shit, JR. And I'm not really happy with you saying that she made a drink tonight.
When she does something that's clearly questionable, like say that you're her favorite, I gotta ask. I gotta call it out.
I'm the funny one here, okay? I'm everybody's favorite except for maybe Tim and Tina. That's it.
Anyway, look back to your question. Some people are really, really good at it.
3 days sober. Check it out. 3 days sober.
3 days is a good mark. I personally have been sober for quite a while. Only because I might lose a leg if I keep drinking. Anyway, the crowd work. Some people are really good at it, some people are not. I've seen people who want to do crowd work, Luke, that they can get into it, and then once they get the audience talking, they can't get back to their stuff. They can't get back to the script. They can't get out of it. In essence,
not by choice. She ran out. Fair enough, Whitney. Fair enough.
In essence, they run out of stuff. They can't get back, and then the audience still wants to talk to them. Then they get pissy, and then it all just goes down and spirals. So it all depends. If somebody's heckling, Tom, and you clearly throw in, because for me, I don't usually have a problem with people heckling me. And I don't know if it's because they look like they're afraid of my size, or afraid I'm going to yell at them. I mean, I'm not a quiet guy. I mean, I am around you guys mostly, but on stage I'm not. And so
might also be they're like, oh, we don't want to yell at Grandpa.
That might be too. Grandpa might hear it wrong and think you're like, hey, Grandpa, what time is it? And I'll tell him.
Well, I'll say, yeah, because JR is definitely one of the biggest comedians, like height wise. And I mean, he can be imposing. That's another thing. Oh, Jesse Tyler's back in the chat. What's up? Just here to see Tom's nipples. Not happening tonight.
It'll happen if you pay him enough.
Yeah, if you pay, I'll fucking take the shirt off. Whatever. I'll Bert Kreischer this shit. Yeah. Oh, happy anniversary. Yeah, to you too, Jesse.
Jess.
So here's the thing: is I'm not as tall as JR, but we're both bigger guys. So that's another thing too. Is like Tom, nipples. No way, Jesse. No way. But we're both bigger guys, and so we can be more intimidating too as far as heckling us. I don't have a problem with crowd work. I think there's been a way too pervasive explosion of this as far as social media, because now all the popular posts you see on Facebook or YouTube Shorts or whatever has been crowd work. Matt Rife, some of his stuff. I mean, Andrew Schultz does a lot of that stuff too, and some people he's affiliated with, they do a lot of that stuff, and so it kind of demeans it a little bit. Matt Rife sucks.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but there's also guys that I've worked with that have made they have an act that's constructed in a way that it looks like they're being spontaneous and doing crowd work, but they really aren't. And when you watch them, it's like, oh my God, that I wish I could do that. And then you watch them and you see, oh, there's a structure to how they're doing this. They're asking questions and taking an answer and inserting it, and then and using it all the way along. There's a lot of different ways to do it, and that's kind of the cool part about comedy. It's kind of like you said, it's kind of like wrestling in that there's a lot of different styles, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, on script versus off script, it's very similar. If you got to do something on the fly, it's absolutely, there's just so many things that are similar.
Yeah, and JR mentioned too, as far as some of the guys we worked with, I can mention one, Isaac Whitty. He is structured down to the almost a second as far as how his sets are supposed to go. And him and I worked a weekend at Joke Joint, and the last show on Friday that weekend was awful because there was two couples at a table. They were already pretty drunk coming in, and they one dude just wanted to hear the bits from Isaac Whitty's video that they showed online to buy tickets and stuff, right, to get people interested. And Isaac wasn't planning on doing any of those jokes, so I'll come show and heckle you top shelf. Yeah, pre-made jokes to make yourself get over. Yeah, right. I don't, but no, but so every time he was interrupted, now it slows down his pace. He got so pissed off at this table, especially the one dude, that as soon as he finished his set, he didn't come back down the ramp. Like the ramp at Joke Joint was, stage left.
Yeah.
You go back down towards he literally stage right corner front and just out the door,
right out.
fuck into his car and left. I was like, holy shit. And then Nate Abshire was the feature. He'd already left. So I'm there having to then shake everybody's hand and make
everybody,
playing nice, which I, have a tendency to do when it comes to comedy shows. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I can be a very pleasant person, but most of you all just seem to bring out the worst of me.
No, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, honestly, because there are a lot of guys like Tom said, if they're super scripted, just the slightest little thing can throw them off. And I worked with a guy, and I don't want to mention his name, but he kind of was a national touring comic. Tom might be able to guess it, but he is awesome. And so I did this show with him up in Upper Michigan, and there were two couples sitting in the front, and the two ladies were sitting next to each other, and they were talking to each other. And they weren't bothering anybody. They weren't bothering me. They weren't heckling. They were there. Their husbands were paying attention. They were talking to each other about what the fuck ever, It wasn't the show, but they were talking. And I just went on about my business because it wasn't bothering me and it wasn't bothering anybody else around me or around them. Okay. So I leave and the headliner comes up and he starts going to town, and he literally gets within 5 minutes of being done. And out of nowhere goes, I don't know if you guys realize it, but you got to stop that. You're throwing me off. The problem is nobody else around the couple, the couples heard it, know what's going on. Nobody in the back of the room knows what's going on. Now he just looks like an asshole, a prima donna.
I want to make sure we acknowledge this, by the way. Mike is right here. Top Shelf is not the heel. Correct, Mike. Correct. Go ahead.
Yeah, but he is. Anyway.
Yeah, he's gonna die, Top Shelf. You know it, buddy. Anyhow, I'm sorry. You were saying.
Anyway,
I know I'm just talking over you, but
yeah, no, you're not talking over me. Yes, but that's a thing. It's like it's crazy. I've also seen guys that have been on national TV who think they can do crowd work, and it's contrived, right? So what they want to do, and I'll be honest with you, I ask questions. It's not because I want the crowd. I'm going to do crowd work. I'm going to ask questions. Typically, that's not the case. I'm just asking a question to get agreement so then I can go on with my act. I don't want to give my whole shit away, but I've also seen people do that and try to get answers like, "What's your biggest fear?" Well, nobody want to fucking say that at a comedy show. Nobody wants to give you that answer, And it's just to get to who he is, so or to where he wants to be. So it's pretty interesting.
Mike's one of the good ones over there. He knows exactly how it is around here. Yeah. It's all projected on me, Mike. You understand this. You get it.
Nothing's projected on you.
Whatever.
Nothing. Not a thing.
So I haven't seen it, but Matt Rife, as we know, Luke right here, Matt Rife sucks. Here's the deal. So he did his Netflix specific crowd work, right? So ideas from the crowd or whatever. I gotta figure, and Whitney knows this. I just saw on Twitter that she got called a plant yet again, or on X that she got called a plant again for a couple weeks ago there with Jey Uso. But some of those have to be a plant because he has to be able to get to the jokes he wants to tell. Now, it's so hard to try and write comedy, and this has been part of the issue with a lot of stuff is like, we can write comedy, we can write jokes all we want. And then the popular artists are the ones who are, especially there's this one guy, I don't remember his fucking name.
Steve
But he's
Hofstetter.
gotten pretty big because his whole deal is he'll find like a very attractive woman in the crowd and then hit on her on stage.
Oh,
And that's kind of been his shtick. And with all the stuff he posts online. So and it's just so hard because that's not always funny. It's funny how you get the reaction. I get that, but also does a lot of people want to see it? Nah, not really.
the interesting thing is that Steve Hofstetter is another guy who does a lot of these heckler owned videos, and I know a lot of his are plants. Some of them aren't, but some of them are. Oh my gosh, I worked with this guy once at a fundraiser down in Omaha or down in Lincoln, Nebraska. What the hell's his name? I can't think of it now. He's married to Natasha Leggero. Do you know who that is, Tom?
Oh,
The dude, and he's funny as shit,
The dude.
and he's awesome. What
the
the hell's
Jewish
his
dude, right?
name? Huh?
He's Jewish, right?
I believe so. Yeah. I just can't think of his name.
Moshe Kasher.
Moshe Kasher, yeah. So Moshe Kasher, if you go back and watch and I watch it, he's got a plant at the end of one of his things. And I mean, it becomes obvious that it's a plant, and he didn't do it for that sick.
Now hold on.
But
Before we say plant anymore, I want to make sure, Whitney, you're not triggered by us saying plant, right? We're not calling you a plant. We know better. You are a paying fan. We appreciate you as much as any other fan out there. But we're saying plant and not directing at you. We just know.
It's just a term. It's just a term. That's all.
We don't know, Clint. We don't know what Ace is looking down at other than he's just doing some social media posts to get more people over here for the start of the show. He's doing the normal rigmarole.
We babble.
I'm attempting to post something on our TikTok.
We babble and he works.
We have a
Hold on. A fucking TikTok?
We have a TikTok. Can you guys believe
we're China owned now?
That's what I'm talking about. Anyway.
Not triggered. Good.
But that's
we're gonna let you mark out in peace. No problem. Yeah, you are the funniest Mark that we know of with your reactions and how over top you are. I do appreciate a good Mark here and there. Hey, look at the dummy Dan here with a 1,000-point or bit cheer. Good for you, Dan. You know what, Mike, this is a really good point, and I'm glad you brought that up because it really is. It's triggered for people, or it's not triggered. It's really geared towards people, especially the clip parts of it that have the ADHD, and that's why you also have reels and shorts and all this other stuff now. Like as far as you just got so much things that are weighing against like long form comedy. I know that there's times some of my bits have not landed because the audience is younger and has issues with just being attentive toward what's being said on stage. I understand. I get it. But if they do pay attention long enough and they get all the jokes, that's good. That's fun. We appreciate that. But just to do crowd work and, back to Steve Hofstetter too. I can tell you, he did a show. It used to be called Nomad World Pub in Minneapolis. Now it's called Part Wolf.
Oh, yeah.
At least that's what it was.
Yeah.
Afterwards. But that show he did on a Wednesday night because he ended up showing up at Goonies, or not Goonies, but Grumpy's afterwards at the mic there. But he does at the end of his show, he's like, I will do the heckler stuff afterwards. So if you want to throw something heinous at me, cool, but let me just do my set. So it is set up.
Yeah.
Because
and like I've said with a lot of different things, right? With comedy, everybody, that's the thing. It's subjective. It's truly an art. It's the same thing as with wrestling. It's an art. That's why we have people that we love to watch and people that were like, nah. You either love them, you hate them. What you don't want is you don't want apathy. And
True.
that's, kind of where Tom's at. Tom's got a very apathetic crowd. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I can't help but do it.
Again, everybody, I'm apparently the bad guy out here. What in
You are
the
totally
fuck?
bad guy.
I did not say one bad thing about you tonight so far, and you got to go that route.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just.
I had Mike doing it all. Mike was
Look,
telling you off.
I
See, this is the
wasn't.
thing. You're putting
Look,
your fucking insecurities on me now, trying to perpetuate me as the heel. Go back to the Ozarks, you fuck.
I was not in the Ozarks.
It's a reference to your sweatshirt.
Oh, this is Ozark Airlines. You ever hear that? No, you probably didn't. So that's one thing. It's like Tom, talking about the old people or younger people not getting this shit. Think about me. But ultimately, it that's why it's hard, because you have to be able to come up with something that is as expansive as possible, but you also don't want to be vanilla, because then nobody remembers you.
Well,
So,
I was talking with a friend too, and we can move on after this, or if you want anything else to cover. One thing that's also really hard lately, especially with crowds that may lose focus, dark humor is becoming harder and harder to get across unless you were like known for it. Anthony Jeselnik, cool. James, or not James Jeffrey. What the Australian guy? Is it James Jeffries? Jim Jeffries. Jim Jeffries. He can do some dark humor and stuff like that. Like, you have to be well known to get over a lot of dark humor.
Man, May Simpson and Nerd D sold out for Friday night in Rochester.
Oh shit! Well, I don't have my tickets, so good, awesome, good for them. I won't be there then, apparently. Unless I want to finagle some. Hey man, you got some VIP backstage passes you can get. Anyhow, I'll say this though, like, if you try to deliver dark humor or like a darker joke and people aren't paying attention, just wait until you hear somebody just randomly maybe call you out as being an asshole. Because I've had people look at me like, you're an asshole. Like, you didn't hear the basis of this joke. That's why I'm an asshole.
They're like, yeah, I didn't hear nothing. I'm just looking at you.
but a lot of it too is you guys.
Man.
A lot of it too, though, is
Christopher Titus. Yeah, absolutely.
What your perception is, and this is like a persona that somebody has in the ring, right? If you have a persona that comes off a certain way and you do something that's absolutely incongruous with that, as a stand-up, they'll turn on you right away, like in a heartbeat. As a wrestler, you get a little bit more grace, because if let's say you're a face and you do something heelish, sometimes people might say, "Oh, that's fine." But if you're doing stand-up and you do something that is absolutely out of character, they're like, "No, thank you, we're done."
Well, that's because your character is to just make us laugh. You know what I mean? Like at a wrestling show, anything can happen.
Yeah,
there could be a funny moment.
But having said that, one of my favorite things is, because as you well know, I'm a huge fan of Andy Kaufman, and I think it's a fantastic joke, and it's where I take this audience on this emotional trip, where they all of a sudden feel very, very bad for me, and then I screw them over at the end, and then they don't like it much. They don't like it, so I just don't even do it anymore.
It's because they saw you walk in, so like you didn't talk, and they already felt bad for you. They're like, "Oh, look at him."
By the way, also, since JR is such a huge fan of Andy Kaufman, November 9th, everybody, just to let you all know, will be the return of the Intergender World Championship. JR will be taking on any woman in the crowd that he wants. He's going to be David Copperfield for one night only.
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious.
Forever.
Josh Blue is awesome. I worked with him, Danny. He probably won't remember me. I worked with him in New Hope, Minnesota. God, what What a funny guy.
I like how you act as like though Dan and Stacy did not come all the way to New Hope to see you and I.
No, that's not what
I don't remember.
Yeah, talk about not paying attention. I said I work with him. They're seeing him in Milwaukee. He won't remember me. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I know this.
He might though. If they're like the big Ben Franklin looking motherfucker.
Man, he won't. He smokes a lot of dope.
Good old JR.
Josh smokes a lot of weed. He ain't gonna remember it.
I don't know. If you made him laugh really hard, he might. We got Brad Williams coming to Rochester in like 2 weeks. So I think
I thought for a second you were gonna say on the show. I was like, man, that'd be good to have him back on since.
He saw we had a third host. He's like, nope.
But I'm a funny third host. I'm a funny third host.
Hey, you never know. You never know who's gonna pop on this show like late December going all the way into the cruise, guys. Like we're obviously gonna have some special episodes leading into our trip since all of us will be on there. So who knows what kind of guests we may pull in that are going to be centered around the Chris Jericho cruise. You'll have to just tune in come mid to late December and our lead down, which is basically all of January. So
that's true. By the way, did you guys get a hotel down there yet?
Not yet. Need to do so.
Because I just need to figure out where we're going to go. So
just one of those two. They're like right across.
Be in a different one from you guys.
But they're like right across the street from each other. But whatever, book it and we'll go where you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you ever think of
just make sure it's one of the two that are in that group?
The president or the penguin?
Do you guys see how this works? By the way, clearly there's two leaders on this fucking show, and it's Ace and Tom, and JR is just the fucking follower of the group. You all see this, right? Like he literally just put it right out there on air that he has no idea what the fuck he's doing. He has to follow our
That's
fucking
not
lead.
true at all.
The fuck it isn't, dude. You just
That's not true at all. That's not true at all. By the way,
I'm just stirring the spot. I'll just go ahead, stir the spot a little bit more.
You're doing a fine job. I just want to point out that we are going to be doing some t-shirts for some of our favorite people. And they're going to have a logo here that says,
man, someone who thinks they're our favorite people and ends up not getting shirts going to be like, fuck you.
Hey, look, man, I took the list that I was given because I'm a follower. But anyway, we can make some more up if people want them. But these are going to be our limited edition t-shirt that we might have a couple extras at the Rochester Madhouse show. Also, if you're coming to the Rochester Madhouse show, the first 250 fans will get a lovely hand sign that says, "Stop the Golden Weasel." Simply because I want people to have fun. I want people to know who the biggest fraud is in wrestling today.
Yeah, that's the show right there. No, make sure you see that golden guy, that golden god at the top of that poster.
It's a weasel.
Hell yeah, Bryce Jordan.
It's a weasel.
Whatever. Also, I want to touch on this real quick. Yes, Mike, I think he still could make fat jokes.
Oh yeah,
self-deprecating humor is still very much a craze that people want to go down, because if you do it in the right way, right, where people are still feeling empathy for you, I think that's the biggest thing. Is that if they're empathetic towards your plight, you say you're fat, or you mention it. I've also said before that I'm fat, like bigger, and people are like, "No, you're not that big," and I say like, "Oh, I'm actually like 300 pounds." And people are like, "You're that fucking fat?" It's like, "Oh, okay, so I see how your fucking mind works." If there's a number attached to it, and you say like, "Oh, I'm 300 pounds," they're like, "You don't fucking look like you're 300 fucking pounds, but you are fucking for sure a fat ass." And all right, like, motherfuckers. But yeah, no, absolutely. Fat jokes still get over. Gender jokes get over. Every stereotype that there is, as far as racial or religious stereotypes, they fucking go over. So
self-deprecating, though, as long as it's self-deprecating,
right.
if you're making fun of yourself, absolutely anything goes. If you're making fun of somebody else, it's weird sometimes, and a lot of it'll depend on the crowd, but a lot of times it's not going to go.
Wow, Mike. I'm not. No, No, we're not going to cover that. No, I'm not falling in the Mencia Fluffy category. No, sir.
I can't remember if I did any fat jokes. I don't think I did.
No, you did. You did heritage jokes.
I did. Yeah, I did Mexican
jokes.
But the Mexican jokes for me were easy because that's the shock. Is like everyone's like, "Why is this white guy telling Mexican jokes?" You know? What I mean?
I like how you also kind of like if you would have said Olole right there, I would have been like, "Oh, fucking Ace just fell right back into it." All right.
Well, and I don't think I even did any of that either. I just talked about like. Obviously, it's an embellishment, but I really just elaborated a whole lot on when I was a kid and went to my cousin's wedding on the Mexican side. We weren't allowed to go to the parking lot. All the kids had to stay inside because there was a stabbing. Like one of my cousins stabbed somebody or something out in the parking lot. Which is a regular apparent. I don't want to say regular, but it's not.
It's a regular Mexican wedding.
It wasn't a huge surprise.
Stab. They normally use plastic forks when they're kids, but then they get older. Like, I got real knife. Okay.
So then that turned into the phone books around your waist joke if you go to a Mexican party,
which was very good.
I got a crush. I can't get enough. Got me on fuzzy. I'm hitting on 20. I'm about to buzz. Yeah.
That's a nice new belt too.
Yeah, the Madhouse Mayhem title, brand new title debuting November 9th. And then also we got some really I don't know if you saw all that.
Where you going to perform, Timmy?
Tim, can I talk about what you're talking about, or you don't want me to? I won't. I don't want.
You know what? Hey, we got some fans in Rochester probably by now, right?
Dude, look at all these great sponsors we have, though. So we're
read them off because I can't see them.
We cannot wait for the show either. It's going to be great to have you there, by the way. See, that's the thing. If anybody here is not going to be there November 9th, you're going to miss out on a lot of fun. Not only are you going to get to see all three of us, but part of the top, or I was going to say the top, the 2 Count family, Whitney McAllister was going to be there. Tim Neller, obviously, too. Oh, the VFW. Talk about it. He says. Let's hype up Tim Neller because he can't do it by himself, apparently.
Are you done? I was about to give love to our sponsors for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I need you to move the comments for a moment, though, bud.
No way. Okay, fine.
All right, Midwest Vintage Toys, Glinner's Pub, Jack's Bottle Shop, who will be doing a special beer whiskey tasting for our VIPs and sponsors, these fine folk. Little Thistle Brewing, who is, of course, making the Madhouse Kayfabe Killer Wheat. I think I got it.
You did? Yep.
Thirsty Belgium, our good friends over there. Midwest Bank Townies, of course, who will be doing the beer and food. Look at that little logo right there. Is that the 2 Count?
Yes. They'll be giving out free hand fans that say "Stop the Golden Weasel." By the way, to the first 250 fans.
Yeah,
shut up.
They will. And then the Urban Grow Store. So we got some pretty good people on board for the show. So
and Midwest Bank. Did you say Midwest Bank? I saw Midwest Bank there.
Yeah, I did say Midwest Bank.
Just want to make sure. Because, anytime you got a bank sponsor, means money can go up. It is going to be fun as hell, too, even with your mid-level ass there.
Banks like to do sponsorships for trade.
What, I got a bank with them now? $10 into my fucking checking account, please.
That's all you got, huh? $10?
Well, I mean,
anyways,
after that weekend of fucking shows and fucking drinking and shit like that, who knows? I mean, we were told, by the way, with so many people from Absolute this last Saturday, how many plan on being there for fucking Friday, by the way. So Friday, November 8th is still just as big as Saturday, November 9th, because
the fuck was that?
We've been hearing so many people, Victor Payne, he wants to be there. He's planning on being up there. Clint's trying to be up there. Even Austin Bales is trying to make it up for Friday, but he probably won't be able to make it. But in spirit, he'll be there. The Golden God Bryce Jordan plans on being there. The Hale Twins, the Tag Team Champions.
They're all coming to see this guy.
Brazos.
Yeah, October 27th. That'll be a Sunday evening. If you two would like to join Dan, Stacy, and I for some dinner before we go to the Stevie Wonder concert, which I'm amped for. That's gonna be a great night.
Is that a Sunday?
It is a Sunday night. The other, what was the other?
Don't act like that, you fucking old fuck.
Also,
I have obligations, Tom.
Also, tonight is the last night you can buy a raffle ticket to win the very first Madhouse Heavyweight Championship title belt. You see there, we had Clay Cooper, AJ Smooth, Jimmy Wild all held this belt. 2 tickets for 25, for 40, 15 for 100. Go to madhousewrestling.bigcartel.com/product/madhouse raffle. Okay, and then all proceeds are going to our good man Josh Jackson, because he's got some hefty medical bills after a 3-week stay in the hospital where they're trying to figure out a whole bunch of stuff, and it took him a bit. So, and Joshua is always great at the Madhouse shows, getting everything helped, setting things up, ring, everything else that's going on, running ringside cameras, all that good stuff. He's a good dude. So. This is to help him out. So again, if you guys want a chance to own that title right there, the very first heavyweight championship title, and it's a heavy fucking belt.
It's a beautiful belt.
Yeah. So it's a really nice belt. Definitely used. And here's the special thing too. This is in Mr. Malice's collection, and he's a belt connoisseur. So it's a big deal that he's going to give this thing up. So, guys, everybody get your tickets tonight before they end. I don't know when if either of them are in the chat. Luke, Mike, I'm assuming Mike because he's the one I think that set this up. Will you draw? Like, how are you announcing the winner? Let us know in the chat. But yeah, everybody get yourself some tickets. The belt's beautiful though, and again, we've had a really good 3-year run so far. And we hope to see a lot of bigger, better things come Madhouse's way. So, this thing could be a really nice piece for your collection if you're the big winner. I know Tom wants it. I don't know if JR is in that raffle or not, but
I put a few bucks into the raffle. We'll see what happens. And not to sound like I'm a good guy all of a sudden, but I got some ideas about how to possibly turn this from just me getting it for a charity raffle here, but how to maybe make this go further in the charitable donation. So I'm not going to reveal my plan because I don't know if I'm going to win or not, and I don't want anybody else stealing my idea until I know who wins. Because if it's going to be me, then I'll tell you about it next week or whatever. So
there you go. WrestleDream. Who watched it?
I did watch most of it.
I watched the first match. Twice, technically, because I fell asleep. I was so fucking tired on Sunday night that watching it was dumb. Could not stay awake.
I had a problem staying awake also. I did watch the majority of it. My problem is that I've been not able to, because I'm not following a lot of the storylines anymore. And while the matches are good, I don't have as much interest as I did. Adam Cole made a return. MJF made a return. Bryan Danielson lost his belt.
He's dead now. Bryan Danielson is dead now.
He broke his neck, apparently. Broke it right in fucking half.
No one fucking arrested him for it. White privilege.
White
privilege, John Moxley. That's what we're going to go
with. I don't know how they get away with that. I will be honest with you. There were a couple of matches that I was like, the Mariah May and Willow match, while it was okay, I don't know what's going on with Willow, and I don't know why everybody likes her.
Wow.
I mean, if I'm honest.
Wow. fat shaming already from you? Come on.
Hey, did I say anything about that? No.
No, I just wanted to
Fat
interject
can't
that right
shame
now.
You
fat.
did.
Fat can't shame fat. What are you talking about?
I just
Can't. I call you fat all the time.
And I call you fat all the time. Out
in your
loud.
dreams. Anyway, I don't
Pizza
I
boy.
don't understand why that match took place, because if the idea is to make Willow increase in stature, I guess, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't get it. Mariah May's a good heel, but I mean, if I'm honest, she's not a great wrestler. So I don't know. I mean,
the audacity, sir.
When Toni Storm lost that belt to her, I mean, it's not the same, you know. But anyway,
Certainly is Whitney.
I was a bit delusioned by the fact that I wasn't surprised, but the Young Bucks and Private Party had a great match. But of course, the Young Bucks won, which you expect them to. But I mean, I don't know. It's like can't you make these guys look better? Can't you make your opponents look better in a non-pay-per-view? I don't know. I mean, I'm just winging it, right? The Osprey Ricochet and Takeshita match was awesome. I don't get all the shenanigans. They didn't need shenanigans. They could have. I mean, but there were shenanigans with a screwdriver, of course, and I don't know. I mean, I know they're trying to do stuff, but then the whole thing with Danielson and Moxley at the end the match was awesome until the end, and the end is like, well, if you were gonna fucking cheat, why didn't you cheat right the fuck away? You know? So I don't know. I mean, was it good? Yeah. Did I watch the whole thing? Sorta. But anyway, there you go.
Oh, hold on. How do you sort of watch the whole thing?
Hey man, that's better than I didn't watch it. The only thing I've seen was Adam Cole coming back on social media. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I like the fact that he came back to his old music, which is what we talked about last week when he came out to that music down in Chicago. I lost my shit, and I didn't lose it quite as much when he came back here, but I was still happy to see him come back.
And that's when I feel that AEW was really in their, like Mike said, punk rock era. Like that was really when the shit was popping.
Yeah.
I think there was an obvious big switch when we saw Tony Khan take all the power into his hands for the entire company. And I think that's just kind of what happened. I think that's, I want to see that triple threat match. It sounds like it was really good.
It was.
And I'd like to watch the show, but I just, at this point, I'm just not going to pay for it after the fact because I already know. I saw everything, like it's all out there. So,
yeah.
I will say one thing though. I mean, again, I'm still in the process of watching it. I did see 0 Hour and the results from there. Big stuff as far as Brian Cage finally getting a goddamn individual title in this company. Probably too little, too late, especially considering it's the ROH TV title, which out of all TV titles outside of maybe like WCW and ECW, that's probably like the third best one you can have, because ECW was Rob Van Dam's title in ECW, and WCW, Stunning Steve Austin, like the myriad of people who had the WCW TV title, or even going back further with the NWA original TV title, it's great. But also, I didn't know Atlantis Jr. was a fucking thing.
What? What is that?
I didn't know he was a thing. Like literally,
what is it? I don't know what you're talking about.
Atlantis Jr. He was the holder of the ROH TV title before Brian Cage beat him for it, and I don't know I saw him like maybe one time. I did not know that he was all of a sudden the holder of the ROH TV title.
Oh, I also want to mention real quick that the Mark Briscoe and Jericho match was actually pretty fucking awesome too. I really did enjoy that one.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the one thing I thought was weird when I saw that. It was like, oh, so he comes back as a face and MJF is the heel. Yeah, and that's the stuff. Like, just have it fucking happen. Like, do something that makes it happen. You just can't, Tony Khan. You can't just be like, hey, starting today, you're a good guy, with no explanation on TV.
Yeah, the Undisputed Kingdom, though, it seems like it's kind of aimless, though, if you don't have Cole come back as a heel, because Wardlow's still out with injury, too, and you just had, Taven and Bennett just kind of floating. And then Roderick Strong has kind of been spending too much time with the Blackpool Combat Club for some stuff, too, so it's like, the fuck are we actually doing here? Like, I understand that his real-life wife is over with them now, but, like, it's like, that's just kind of weird shit. Like, you got to still keep things in order. Like, Ace and I do stuff for Absolute and Madhouse. And, obviously Ace more with Madhouse than any of us here. But, like, with Absolute, we still try to run some stuff that's going to fucking be, congruent. It's going to try to make fucking sense, But I don't know. It's just kind of weird when you don't have some things working for you, I suppose, but like,
See, and that's another guy. They're forcing Hook, and I just don't. I don't think it's working. I don't see it. I've never been a fan. I don't get it. I think he's boring. There's no character.
Well, that's the whole thing too.
Put fucking Taz with him, right? It's his son. Put fucking Taz with him to be the mouthpiece. This kid can't talk. It's just, and the thing is, they try to build him so tough, and it's like, yeah, he's jacked for a little guy.
That's yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you put him compared to the rest of the locker room, he's gonna be fucking like.
Well, here's the thing about Taz too, because Taz is out with a getting.
Well, and I know he is right now, but I'm just saying overall with that Hook character, that's what it should have been from the start and stayed.
Well,
so at least they made a name out of Hook. They just kind of try, like I said, they've tried to build him like this really tough guy, and it's like, yeah, he was the smallest guy in that faction.
I mean, really,
he's Marco Stunt-like,
right? He's Marco Stunt-like.
Well, and you know what? If that's true, Mike, it can only help Hook because he needs it. He needs something because
I'll say this about Hook real quick, and not to interrupt.
Have a good night, Clint.
But
love you, Clint.
If I was Hook, right? So with the suplexes and homage to your father, I get it. But if you don't want to go on the ropes and you're that size, Dean Malenko this shit up, dude. Fucking get some submission holds. Get stuff that fucking looks brutal as fuck. Dean Malenko was not a big guy at all, but he ran through guys because he could fucking submit everybody. That's a whole other thing.
But the thing is, they even give him this boxing promoter. He comes out in boxing shorts. His hands are taped like he's about to put boxing gloves on. He's supposed to be this brawler. And it's just like, man, 75 to 80% of that locker room will fuck you up. Yeah, I did see that. Dan Marco saying that he due to some medical issues, he may not be wrestling anymore.
Yeah, so is being short a medical issue now?
Dude, as many times as he got
tossed, your penis, Tom.
Whoa! Personal attacks aside here, I'm not going after you. That was about Marco. God damn it! Why are you thinking I was going after you on that one?
Yep, 100%. 100%.
Oh, gross! Damn it, Mouse.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Danielson, but yes, great grappler, which makes up for it.
Well, Danielson's also going to the top rope and doing stuff off the ring. Like Hook won't do that stuff, which I get, but then you need to be better at submission, or you need to be a tactician in that ring. Like Benoit did not do a lot of that stuff except for like the flying headbutt, but again, you have to do.
We all know how that ended. Flying headbutt.
Killing your wife and kid. Ah.
But
Sorry.
having said
guys.
that, though, when you talk about
McMahon
Danielson,
CTE is not real.
when you talk about Danielson, though, I mean, he does a lot of stuff on the mat as well. You know, cattle mutilation looks like I don't think I could handle that.
True. And I was thinking of this too with the whole Stone Cold CTE is not real. That interview portion was done in 2021. So I'm going to give him a slight break on that because I'm sure he's educated himself enough. Hopefully.
Well, now he's all like fucking kitty guy, you know? So yeah, he probably.
Oh, kitty.
Kitties help the CTE.
Maybe. I don't know if that's the case.
I'll tell you what, I would watch the shit out of that show if they just made a show of him and his two cats, because that shit is hilarious when he posts
Stone Cold Kitty Austin.
Oh my God, is it funny? Oh, so there's Pancho, that motherfucker. Pancho! Like, oh, so funny. Anyways, well, hopefully I can catch WrestleDream somewhere for free later in time, but hopefully everybody enjoyed it. What's the next AEW pay-per-view too? See, that's the kind of thing for me is they do so many special shows. I really only pay attention to their big ones.
I think Forbidden Door is next.
Okay.
In a couple of weeks.
See, that's the thing. I thought WrestleDream last year was what they finished the year with.
November something is.
Yeah, Full Gear would be next one. That's their November one.
Full Gear's in November. Forbidden Door is some fucking time.
So I'll watch I'll watch Full Gear. I also don't pay enough to like New Japan for these crossover pay-per-views either. I just don't. I'm sorry. I only have so much time in my life. It's hard enough keeping up with two major promotions, let alone all that other stuff they have. Full Gear, then
yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Mike.
Oh yeah, World's End.
All right. Well, you're looking kind of blurry there, Thomas.
Come on, man.
But
he's
hey,
got him a top shelf camera.
Dude, JR, fuck you, dude. I brought this down with me on fucking Saturday just in case we had to fucking use this for a webcam for the live show or live stream. So don't fucking act like you're better than me, you bitch. You ain't better than me.
I'm not acting.
But you're not better than me. See, I don't know if you count Battles of the Belts as a fucking any kind of like premium live event.
Is that like that's this Saturday after Collision?
See, I don't count those as
in Stockton, California.
Just free shows. Those are free shows.
I mean, anyways. Yeah. So, whatever.
Sorry, I thought we were done with it. Sorry.
We are.
We're done.
I was moving on, Thomas.
Move it.
Moving on to the day in pro wrestling history. All right, I was holding in case JR had a graphic. We don't have.
I don't have one yet. Today
Son of a
in
bitch.
Professional wrestling
fucking
history.
JR, you had one job. No. 25 years ago today, since Mick Foley's Have a Nice Day reached a #1 on the New York Best Times seller.
Wow, 25 years ago?
Was he like the first like big wrestling book that came out?
I think so.
Yeah, right?
The first one that really blew up. I mean, there were wrestling books, obviously, but his just exploded.
It really did, because I remember on Raw they would like show him on his like book tour. He had Barnes and Nobles in his fucking gear and a Sacco.
Well, didn't they have like the start of the book tour at the fucking what was it, WWE Live? Like the restaurant they had in downtown or
New York
Times Square.
Yeah, the WWE New York. Yep. I mean, I'll tell you what. Some of those books weren't bad though, man. I had the one for The Rock. I've read half of the Jericho one. It was good.
We figured you had the one for The Rock.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Support the people you like, right?
Thanks, Mikey.
Later, Mike.
Later,
you're a Vikings fan. Support who you like, man. Yeah, I mean, I never read this one, but I always heard it was really good.
Is it though, Dan? I mean, it's not the luster because Clash of Champions was a pay-per-view, and it was a good pay-per-view for the most part. I mean, you literally had to have some absolute awful fucking challengers for that to be fucking shit, and they didn't. You know, a lot of those old pay-per-views out there for Clash of Champions, they were fucking some good matches in there. Yeah. But I don't know. Nowadays, especially with the women's side of AEW, you don't have enough build for these title defenses to make sense at Battle of the Belts. Great, Tina. We also know that it's hard for you to read, being that you're from Iowa. Mid-level as fuck.
And who's the bad guy?
What wasn't a pay-per-view? Clash of Champions? Yes, it was. Jesus Christ, Mike. Fuck. Unbelievable. I don't know. I never read any of the wrestling books just because, you know, they all eventually became stand-up comics. And Mick Foley has routinely told these same stories that he wrote in the book live on stage.
So, yeah, that's the thing. Like, is he never... I think he maybe like tried to do a second version of that show, but it kind of came off still as the same. I think that's why you don't see him doing the show anymore. Like, I mean, also like he got divorced recently,
which is so weird. Why would you divorce him now?
Yeah,
I mean, I would have divorced him right before that fucking I Quit match. They don't even bring the kids to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're all ringside. You're seeing him just get the fucking shit kicked out of him.
That's hilarious.
I would have done it then.
That's hilarious. It is surprising to hear that he got divorced, especially because he's so beloved. And it's like, well, what was wrong? Why couldn't y'all just drifted apart?
She found somebody with two full ears. She's like, I didn't know what I was missing.
Yeah. Right. Oh my God. Did you guys watch the Holy Foley show he had on the network?
No. Never did.
I think I watched like one episode and it was like, okay.
All right, I guess I was proven wrong. I guess it was a TBS special. I apologize. I also didn't have TBS, so whatever.
So what was a pay-per-view to you?
I don't know why you would ever have all your champions go and defend their titles on free TV. Just saying.
Oh man!
Is it okay?
So
thanks for letting us know.
This made me think of just some of our favorite Mick Foley moments, right?
The three of us may have a lot that are the same.
I mean, like, I think there are really just a few key big ones, right?
Well, I mean, there is big moments in his career, but that may not be favorite moments.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah, you're right. Because I always think about, well, he won the title at SummerSlam '99 when I was there, and then lost it like the very next day on Raw.
Because there is no goddamn justice in the WWF.
And then also, I remember when they did this stint of, hey, don't change your channel. They're putting the belt on Mankind. Blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you got to show
Whitney. You got to send that, or we got to play it at some point. Not maybe not today, but the next time you're on with us, we got to see it. That's going to be awesome.
You know, actually, Mike bought me a cameo from Danhausen. Send that over if you guys want.
No, we don't.
No, we don't care about you.
No wonder I have depression issues, you fucks.
You could do that, Tom. Yeah, that'd be nice. Maybe we'll.
No, it's too late now. It's too late, and it was also when Danhausen was at First Avenue right before WrestlePalooza. So go fuck yourselves.
That seems harsh.
We met him.
There you go. Fuck yourself. It's not the first time.
JR and I have a picture of him and I and Danhausen.
Yeah.
Nice.
You were there. Yeah, you were there. You just weren't in the show yet, so you weren't.
You were bothering.
That was like the second time I ever met you.
I was doing what, JR?
That was the night you were trying to find out with Darius when he was coming back. And we have all seen your MJF birthday cameo.
Yes, and it's classic.
It is a wonderful thing.
I don't know. Yeah. I loved the two things that pop right into my head. I love the Rock and Sock connection. Absolutely loved it. Yes, many pictures of the Rock and Sock collection. The other thing that I thought was probably one of the coolest things ever in professional wrestling ever was the three faces of Foley at the Rumble. That was one of the greatest things I ever saw.
And to this day, the only man that's been in the Rumble 3 different times in the same Rumble, right?
Yeah.
Until this guy.
No, I'm just in the Rumble once. 15, 20 minutes, and then I got to tag out.
Tag out. You should eliminate yourself.
I mean, obviously, one of the big ones, too, that everyone's going to remember is him getting thrown off of Hell in a Cell. Yeah, he would. You
cry.
Dan. You should see Dan. I don't remember. Doesn't he tell Dan to kill himself?
Something like that.
In certain words, yes.
Why is everybody sending stuff to me?
Because you're the only one that can get it and upload it and fix it. You're the man, Ace. You're the man.
I know. This is true.
Save our lives. Save our show. It's clear that Tom.
Well, I'll say it right now. Actually, one of my favorite Mick Foley moments was that empty arena match.
Oh yeah.
Well, so okay. All right. I got a lot going on right now, guys, over here. But what I want to agree with you, Tom. The empty arena match.
Well, that's what I was going to talk really about. Bit, let you get you some fucking time.
Well, because then I also had this. Just the Rock and Mankind's feud. Period. Because you talk about the empty arena match, you talk about the I Quit match that you were just talking about earlier, where she should have dumped him there. Just insane stuff.
Which also, but do you guys remember Beyond the Mat, that documentary?
Yeah. That's how we all know his kids were front row.
Yeah, fucking brutal. Pardon my language. Brutal.
Yeah. Thank God they didn't show them during the fucking WWE pay-per-view. Oh, wait, didn't they actually show them fucking several times during that pay-per-view? I mean, also, one thing
they both got into
I always
wrestling.
remember. It's true.
I think
Little Dewey.
I think, does Dewey still write? I don't know if he's still there. Yeah, with Triple H. Yeah, that. What was that? Didn't Triple H like completely tear his like freaking shin open or something that night? He was bleeding because he hit that pallet. They had those pallets.
Oh yeah,
on that like taxi type entrance. All right, here we go.
Hello, Whitney. This is 3-time WWE champion, man, in a Mankind mask. Yeah, it's a copyright issue, but you know, deep down, I'm the same guy who defeated Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and found it so nice I did it twice. And now I'm here to sing you a birthday song that goes like this. I'm wishing you a happy birthday, the finest one you'll ever see. When those presents are opened, this is Mankind hoping you find a gift you love, Whitney. I'm wishing you a happy birthday. From that cake, save me a slice. May your days be merry and laid back, yeah. And I hope your birthday is nice. Happy birthday, Whitney. Thanks for choosing me. Man in Mankind Mask, your favorite face of Foley. I hope all your days are nice.
Wow. Whoa. What an incredible. That was just incredible. Mankind not just wishing you a happy birthday, but singing it to you as well. This is the hardcore legend, Mick Foley, and my son and I. There he is. Yeah, Mickey, you say, he's kind of conked out. We are in a rather, it's a pretty small motel room. I asked him just a few minutes ago if he thought that my wife, his mom, would like it. What do you think?
I know.
Yeah. It's bare bones to say the least, but I have an appearance in Lake George doing a signing, and we're going to spend tomorrow just doing some sightseeing. So it's a little vacation for the Foleys.
We are halfway through the video.
I don't want it to overshadow your birthday on that same day, July 8th. This is coming to you from John, who tells me, happy birthday to Whitney. Thank you for everything you do at the Lock Up Gym. And he tells me you are a huge wrestling fan. More importantly, a Mankind fan. And I hope you have enjoyed this. If I could have gotten a little louder, but it's like 12:30 a.m. and there was a knock on the door a while back when things got a little bit too boisterous. So I'm wishing you all the best. And now my son's going to go to sleep. I'm going to watch a couple of old Friends reruns. In case you're wondering, favorite friend, Chandler. Yeah, I think I had the most in common with him. Always bothered me that Ross always landed like women way outside his league, despite the fact that he was not attractive, really, and kind of stuck up and kind of a nerd and a loser. Sorry, I'm getting off track. Whitney, is Dad getting a little off track, buddy?
Yeah.
A little bit? Yeah, but I'm going to watch a little bit of that. And then I don't know if this is information I don't usually share, but I just started snuggling a week ago. Yeah, hadn't snuggled in a while till I got this guy, Fred, and he speaks a little bit too.
Cause I'm a big green monkey play.
Yeah, he's got a big green monkey he likes to play with. And I find that even at 57, we all need someone to snuggle with. Yeah, and for me, this is my guy, Fred the Raccoon. Whitney, be good. And John, thank you so much for thinking of me to make this day nice. And if you try to tell someone that I snuggle with a raccoon age 57, I'm going to deny it. Have a nice day.
That was awesome.
We're not done. Hang on. And Dan, if you're still here, you might as well throw your MJF one our way.
How does he not just go, have a nice day? Bye-bye.
Okay.
Finish it.
Hang on. We're not done.
He wants a hardcore legend make $50. Was probably more than that.
Hello, Mike. Am I talking to Malice? Is this Malice I'm talking to? Mike, this is Mick, the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. This video booked by Gail Morgan. And I understand, Mike, that I am your idol, or at least one of your idols, and that you actually met me 10 years ago at the National Wrestling Hall of Fame the night that I was inducted. So that night, I signed your arm, and you had it tattooed. And I'd like to ask you a question, Mike. Are you crazy, man? Are you crazy? You don't make that kind of a commitment. What if you end up hating me one of these days? It could happen. It's possible. What are you going to do? I once asked Stevie Richards if he regretted the homemade Motley Crue tattoo he got. His answer was every single day. And then there was a time that Raven got the a tattoo that said "Rust Never Sleeps," which is the name of a Neil Young song. It's better to burn out than to fade away. Hey, 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 hey. It's better to burn up because rust never sleeps, then says in another part of the song. So he showed it to Neil Young, and Neil Young went, kind of made him regret getting that tattoo for the rest of his life. So hopefully you won't regret it. Thank you, Malice, for being a big fan of mine. I just hope that this video puts a big smile on your face. I want to thank you for being a longtime fan, and thank Gail Morgan for thinking of me as a way to brighten your day, make your day nice. And I've also flown in a special guest who wants to say, have a nice day, Mike. Go Malice. Yes, go Malice. Have a nice day.
Freaking awesome.
I just sent you the Danhausen one.
It took you that long?
I can always open it too.
Jesus,
Tom. Should show up soon.
Yeah, it's gotta process the video first. There it is.
Look at all these cameos we bought. Look at all of us marks out here.
I didn't buy any cameos.
I didn't buy it either. I just got it.
So, Tom, if you were going to do a cameo as Top Shelf Tom, not as yourself, what would you do?
Now, who am I directing this towards? It matters.
Let's just, I don't know. Let's say it's Ace's birthday.
Ace's birthday.
It's Ace's birthday.
All right. Well, I got this message here for Ace. I've been told it's your birthday. And let me tell you something. From the top shelf to you, thanks for the money. I hope your day is as good as it can be.
Yes, hello, Top Shelf Tom. This is Danhausen. I'm in a heat wave. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Heat wave. I think that's a WCW event. I don't know. This is to Top Shelf Tomhausen from Lighthausen. I'm here to let you remember that you're a top shelf worth, whatever that means. Your value on your bad days. Your friend has sent me to do a wonderful message for you, a nice one. Work you towards a promotion to your job as a comedy and pro wrestling. It's blocking. Too cool. The little seconds are 2 count. Okay, I think it's that. A good friend. All right, anyways. Keep your spirits up. Very nice, valuable powers to you. And may your enemies be cursed. Remember, you're good.
Short and sweet. Remember, I'm good. I'm good. Danhausen said I'm good, everybody. You know who my enemies are? And may they be cursed? No one on the show. No one on the show.
In our other chat that we have for Madhouse, Mike's like, Luke, remember our cameo war? How many cameos did y'all get each other? That's what I want to know now.
God.
Dan says he's looking for his. If he finds it, he'll send us and we'll show you his MJF one. Hilarious. I tried to get a Rodman one for my boss, but he's not doing them at the moment.
Oh.
Plus, I think he was expensive.
I think a lot of them are really more expensive than you would think, and then a lot of them are like, "Are you shitting me? That's how much it costs?"
Yeah, 100%.
Wait. Do we just want to start paying for cameos as like new intros for the show?
That'd be awesome. Well, we were talking about doing that. I mean, I remember looking like Lance Archer was like $10.
Jesus.
I don't know if it's
this your pal Lance Archer. You guys are watching the 2 count. I'll never be on that fucking show.
I wonder if they would do it though, or if they would be like, "Well, we got to see the show first, guys." You know, because like,
no, I've looked.
What if they do it and then we're just down here like, kill everybody?
You know what happens, man? Fucking Lance Archer, dude. Fucking just start making fun of whoever is on the cameo. Just that's how we enter the show. Like, let me tell you guys something shitty about Mickey James or something like that. Like, I don't know whoever would do it. Like, oh, let me tell you something about Kelly, huh? Yeah, what a bitch.
I went through though, Ace, when we were talking about doing that, and I watched a ton of them that they do for people, and a ton of people were using them exactly for that. It's like, you guys should be watching the, Dick Knows podcast because it's one of the best going. And
listen,
the
why
guys do a great.
Knows? We haven't had Josh out here in forever.
I just wanted to remind people of your second nickname.
You're such a bitch.
Anyway,
100%
I watched a bunch
all
of
the
them.
time.
They'll do them.
You are a bitch.
They'll do whatever. You're paying them money. They don't give a fuck.
All right, we'll share Danny's over here from MJF because it's a good laugh.
Ma'am, you're old. I'm regretfully informing you of this. Ma'am, you're old. I'm regretfully informing you of this, that you're an old, worthless piece of shit and your life is coming to a closing end. The finale, And at first, I felt bad about that. At first, I thought to myself, you know what, Dan from Wisconsin? You don't deserve death. Nobody deserves imminent, fast approaching death from their old age. But then I was informed that you have gone on the Jericho cruise, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. And you know what that means, Dan? That means you're a fat, disgusting, worthless piece of shit. And I hope you die tomorrow. Hell, I hope you don't make it to your birthday, Dan. And to top it off, for the love of fucking God, get off the couch and put the toilet seat down. It's not that hard, Dan. Ma'am, you're old.
Oh my god. Yeah.
No, Wendy, if you met Dummy Dan, you wouldn't want to cry at all. You would know exactly how close MJF came to just chef's kissing that thing right on the fucking money right there. I tell you.
I still say that's a beautiful thing about MJF. Never breaking character.
Nope, never. He hates
Huge
children.
skill. Huge
I mean,
skill.
honestly, he'd probably eat the cake right in front of the kid in the wheelchair, right? Come on, Whitney. You and him are two peas in a pod.
Yes, I think that's probably true.
I'm looking right now on Cameo at all the wrestlers on here. And yeah, we could maybe get a couple of these.
Yeah.
Barry Horowitz.
Oh my god, is he still alive?
Yeah, Whitney, you would definitely be friends
With who?
with MJF. Whitney and MJF. Boy, I tell you, that would be a maniacal pairing right there. Just stealing birthday cake from kids in wheelchairs, telling them to eat shit.
Stealing birthday cakes and eating slabs of meat.
The MJF McAllister way. Hell, I'll fucking vote for that ticket. MJF and McAllister for president. Doesn't matter who is what, or vice president. Doesn't fucking matter. I'll vote for that fucking ticket. You would have a great show. Great reality show. For sure. 100%.
I bet MJF would probably be bitching about your cats 90% of the time.
Oh, Baron Von Raschke's on here.
Oh, that would be terrible at this point. We all saw him in Hall of Fame. I love the dude, but
we also could just give him $20 at Hall of Fame and he'll do it for us. Like, we
of course.
Go through that.
Of course. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was running for president in 2020. That's right. With all the Empties Daily Places show, and he's just on a podium. In the debate between him and Jericho or whatever that Bischoff commentated or whatever. Fuck Dan, I almost said you. I saw you at the terminal, and I was going to tell you to fuck right off, because I saw you and Stacy before Ace and Devin did, and I was like, "Oh, look, it's Dan and Stacy. Let's go say hi." I said that to you.
He did. He saw you guys in the window first. I was not looking out that window, but it was pretty crazy that you were like literally one of the first people we saw first.
Yeah, it was good stuff though. Yeah, Dan's gonna be a 6-timer. Dan and Stacy's gonna be 6-timers on this cruise. This next one, I will be a 2nd-timer. Ace will be a 4-timer. Ace and Devin a 4-timer, and then we got 3 new folk coming with us. JR, his son, the ogre, and Timmy, Nella World Order, Nella. Just probably gonna wear all those branded shirts and get fucking sued on the boat itself. Can't wait. All right. You guys ready for we'll change of pace here?
Sure.
Do we have a graphic for this yet or no?
I'm going to go with, if we didn't have a graphic for this day in history, we don't have a graphic for you. Because
what do you
my guess is you're not going to be the first one.
Can you not make your own fucking graphic? Do I have to make every graphic, Tom?
You want it in paint?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't give a fuck
All right,
what
I'll
you do.
make you something. I'll make something.
Your
I don't give a
goddamn
shit.
thing.
Fuck
you can make
you.
your own fucking thing. No, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
I just want to make clear to everybody that's watching, listening, whatever you're doing, that I want Tom to fuck himself.
Dan's not buying the belt this time, everybody. He's not buying the belt for the Jericho's Cruise 6th on the beach. 2 is enough, he says. It is. Who's going to inherit them when you die, Dan? MJF? Said. Dan, I want that in your will. If these 2 Jericho Cruise belts get sent to MJF upon my death. With a note that says, "Here you go, dipshit." I'm already dead. That's what you got to do. That's the ultimate revenge for that cameo. Right there. All right. What are you guys fucking putzing around with? Are you guys just ordering a bunch of cameos right now?
Yeah, I'm doing something else.
I'm working on something for us.
We're on air.
I know.
Live.
Wait, so what the fuck? People,
I have no idea what JR is working on.
Here's the thing.
But did you not get into it? I thought we were doing 2 minutes with Tom.
I was going to.
Well, then do it. I thought you were getting into it already. I was doing this. I thought you were getting in it.
Well, I'm sorry. I had to address the fucking audience for a second, too. God damn. Jay is he's on Grinder, Mike. He's on Grinder, not Tinder. He's on Grinder. All right, 2 minutes with the top shelf. Here we go. I want to make sure that everybody knows that I'm only saying this today and today only. Okay. But this one is directed towards the fans. That's right, everybody. Not only fans of the 2 count, but pro wrestling fans across the board. You are what makes these fucking shows happen. You are making everything happen. You know, we saw the graphic earlier, and I'll pop it up here again with the very special raffle we have going. Oh my God, there we go. Right there. You see it right there. This is only possible because of the fans. We only get to do cool fundraisers like this for the fans. And Ace and I were just down there in Waterloo, and we saw an immense amount of support for your boy Andy and the things that he's going through with the loss of his fiance. Obviously, our condolences are sent out to him. But the fans really came through on Saturday, and I believe that we were able to donate up to $400 through the charity auctions that were there on site, along with people just donating to Andy Martin and his fiance's family. So that's huge stuff. So I wanted to send this 2-minute message to all of you fans out there for being so very beloved to everything you see, whether it be indie stuff, WWE, AEW, New Japan, whatever it happens to be. I want to thank the fans. Now, does this mean that I ever want you to talk to me? No, I don't. Mid-level Tina, this especially goes out to you. I don't ever want to talk to you at any show ever again. Dummy Dan, same fucking thing. If you come up and talk to me, I will try to ignore you, okay? That's all it is. Please don't ever talk to me. You've been acknowledged. Now, this is the only time I will ever say thank you to the fans. But also make sure you guys go out and get your raffle tickets before midnight today. Midnight today is all you have to get your raffles for this. And then, Mike's still in the chat, but he hasn't told us how the hell to actually get fucking tickets or how they're going to announce a winner. But there you go. There's the 2 minutes with Top Shelf. I tried to be nice, but I just want you all to know most fans smell bad. So I don't want you anywhere around me. All right. You make it all go and be worth it, but fuck, don't talk to me. That's all I ask.
Are you done insulting everybody?
Yeah, I am.
Because you did a sort of half-assed job of it.
2 minutes with Tom, the title of Tom's sex tape. Don't pull a Brooklyn 919 right now.
Now we're talking. Oh, Tom, the
Again,
Piper's son.
That was the only time I will say thank you to the fans. Unless they give us a hype train, which, by the way, you know what? Special shout out to Dan for at least giving us 1,000 bits tonight. And he is a subscriber to the channel on Twitch. So, again, I know we're on multiple different platforms, but everybody can pitch in somehow. We got to probably have a Venmo somewhere out there, but these guys are too lazy to fucking put up on screen right now. We'll draw a winner and announce them online. There he goes. It goes until midnight. You can get that beautiful, beautiful original Madhouse Heavyweight Championship belt. Thank you, Whitney. It was beautiful on Top Shelf. You're right, because it's words that I said.
Because it's words I said. I said.
I don't know how this stuff is done. I don't know. I don't know how I say it and then still get away with being the bad guy on this fucking show, but we've all got a lot of things to learn on how this all goes. But there it is. A little bit long-winded 2 minutes with Top Shelf.
And I really don't know what JR is doing, but I will hopefully have a fun video coming our way.
I'm actually while we're
Not tonight. I don't think I'll get it in time for tonight, but
actually, I'm in the midst of having someone do our theme song animation.
Very nice. Very nice. No.
Which won't cost nearly as much as
what the shit, Mike?
Tom's.
There we go, Malice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Turn on Ace. You know what? Put him through a table or put him through a door. Hell yeah. Old school Malice style. Throw him through something. November. By the way, should I wear a mustache? Should I go all Movember?
No, it's pretty fucking creepy.
It's not creepy.
Yeah, it's
very sus indeed.
Whitney, I'm sorry. I've been just the first good chunk of the show. I was literally sending everything out on our social medias, and then literally, I got us our own little cameo. We'll see if it works for our next show. And I'm not going to tell you, not sharing who yet. You have to tune in next week to see, but we will share this.
Well, so here's the deal. Obviously, JR is back Solomon into a corner, and Solomon, we have a proposition for you, if you will. Here's the deal. You want to hold on to the Extreme Grand Prix Championship, but the reality is, just go ahead and say you want the actual title. Put yourself into the main event at No Mixer, and then gift the title to the Golden God.
I mean, listen, Solomon, come on, man. You don't need to do JR's dirty work. You do yourself a solid. You cash in, you go to the main event, and then I get the title. I get the Extreme Grand Prix title, and then we can figure that out, down the line. But listen, you don't want to be JR's little toy to be played with. You, my good sir, are way more than what anything JR will ever do for you. You cash that in. True. It'll be vacated. I'll get the Grand Prix title, and then it's a top shelf party all night long.
And that's the thing. Top shelf parties. Well, I mean, it's top shelf booze, and Solomon, we know you got good taste, brother.
You got good taste.
I mean, the after parties at Glenner's.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Solomon, that's a no-brainer. That's a win-win for you. Right now, JR's kind of set it up as lose-lose.
Yeah.
So I think, we'll talk more. What do you think about Solomon?
Yeah.
I know you're a smart man.
Our agents will reach out to you.
Yeah. If anything, it's a top shelf decision.
What a fucking miserable excuse for a human.
Not even looking.
Which one?
I just hear the voice, and then I'm like, I don't need to listen. I can turn that off.
First of all, you're on your phone right now, and also, we're trying to help everybody out. Look at this. We got Victor Payne, Team Top Shelf. You ain't late. Anytime you show up, Victor, you're on time whenever you show up. That's how it goes.
Like a vicious Victor Payne party.
Dude, I mean, I'll tell you what. That low blow, that stuff that he took in that steel cage on Saturday, bogus. This man deserves better. Okay, he did not deserve any of that. Bogus. It's childish. And Matty Starr and Aaron Von Baron should be ashamed of themselves. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Speaking of,
see, there you go. See, Victor, you know all of it. Yeah, we'll go back to the tape. We'll watch it. No shoulder down. Sure of it.
We started early. Yeah, November 2nd, guys. We'll be back in Waterloo with Absolute Pro Wrestling, so make sure you join us there. Oh, poor Joey JoJo gets no love. No love.
Well, when he pulls that bullshit. Just saying. I love Joey as much as the next. Probably more than most of Waterloo, but you done fucked on Victor Payne.
You done fucked up, Ron.
That referee, he tried to fuck on me.
Where's Jake Quality?
Now we're just mixing up a couple of things that actually kind of flow together. Who would have thought that the substitute skit and Cody Rhodes talking about referee fucking on him?
You go down to Shag Hannessy's office and tell him exactly what you did.
You mean Principal O'Shaughnessy? God damn it.
Fucking classic. What are you doing here, Whitney?
Oh, Whitney, you're just being the best person you can be by hanging out with a 2 count on nights that you're not even on the show. We appreciate you.
Whitney,
You
I
know
told
we
you,
love you.
I'll send you the link every week. You can just hop on whenever you want. You are more than welcome to just be part of the clan here.
Although, hold on. She is from an area where we don't want to call it the clan.
Yeah, it might be different to her down there. Yeah, okay.
Part of the family.
The gang.
You're part of the crew, the gang, the fam.
People
La
who commit
Familia.
crimes together. Yeah, you know. All right, guys. What
Just
are you
don't say
doing,
it.
JR? Are you like making the animations right now?
No, I don't know what the hell I did with the fucking lyrics. I'm looking for the goddamn lyrics and the
Jesus Christ.
and the person who's going to do it has actually messaged me back right away, which I didn't expect.
I was kind of hoping what I just did on Cameo would by off chance like hit right away, but I don't think it will.
Boy, that'd be great.
It'd be hilarious if it came in the next 10, 15 minutes though.
Now, you know what? I wish we could just put up a poll real quick, but I suppose we could always just do it in the chat. If you guys were going to pay for a cameo from one of us, who would it be? Put T for Top Shelf, A for Ace, and then J or R for JR. Why not, huh? Let's see how many people want to vote on this real quick. We'll have a little mini poll.
And also, by the way, guys, if you haven't already, please follow us, subscribe, whatever it is that you're watching on. If it's X, if it's Facebook, or not, we're not on live Facebook.
We're not on Facebook. We're on YouTube and Twitch.
Actually, we would pay for you to do a cameo for us. Why not? I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm not the one with the money. I don't have the credit card for this company.
If it's between the 4 of us, Whitney, yeah, you're going to win more times than not. So.
Fuck yeah.
I was told there's a certain page you could go to for some of those.
I mean, fucking Mike is getting a child in a wheelchair with a cake for you. So, see.
Now that child's going to be named Mott.
Bring in the Mott.
Which I had to tell him multiple times, by the way. I'm like, you know how bad you are at things, Mott? Your name is my name reversed. Fuck you.
Oh, that's hilarious.
We do love Mike. Mouse is the fucking best. He's a king among men. I don't care. I'll say it. He's a king among men.
He is. Gave him my first wrestling ring announcing gig, so it's all your fault, Mike. It's all your fault.
By the way,
$3.
let me also acknowledge this real quick.
Go for it.
For all the flaws that Ace has, and there are a few of them, ring announcing is not one of them. This man works fucking hard. He comes prepared. He has note cards. He makes sure he gets everybody's, anything
note
they want.
cards, yo.
Well, I mean, it's a big fucking thing. There's a lot of people who just want to go in there with a fucking sheet or whatever. And then he's drinking tea. He's making sure his voice is warmed up. He's got throat lozenges. This guy is a pro. I'm over here doing commentary, fucking willy-nilly, doesn't give a fucking shit about it. But this guy,
throat drops.
You call yourself willy nilly?
No, I call myself the
Great
top
fucking
shelf.
wrestling name, though.
Oh, found it.
Coming to the ring, Willy Nilly.
Willie from Cleveland, Ohio. Willy Nilly.
You know what I really want to happen?
What's
Mike,
that?
if you're in the chat, Luke, if you're in the chat, when the fuck is Sad House Wrestling happening?
Can you get that emo cut on?
Oh my God, we should do that. It'd be fucking hilarious. That should be next year's Halloween show.
Ooh.
Also, Mike, I want to know, was Terrifier 3 good? Do you recommend? I don't know if y'all all into the gory horror movies, but
Whatever. Like some of those like old 80s B ones are cool. Emo Night. Yeah, there we go. Mouse is confirming. Madhouse Wrestling presents Sad House Wrestling, coming to you on October whenever. That's when they're going to book Orange Cassidy. He's just
whenever we feel like it.
Whatever.
God.
Whenever. Wayne, whatever.
It's just a whole fucking group of people outside smoking.
Not one match. I mean, actually, no. It's gonna be a first blood match, but it's also like just too many razor blades around the mat. It's like, listen, guys, listen. The only rule is it's not across the street; it's down the road. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That went too far.
Went to watch it 1,000 times. I like it. I got to go see it. Is Jericho in the third one as well?
Probably. Jericho needs money.
He was in the very end credit scene of the second one. Which, by the way, okay, let's promote one more time. Friday night, November 8th. Look at this comedy show. Tim Nilla presents at Townies. You got D'Angelo Funches. Oh, nice. He is in it. King Funch, Top Shelf, Tom Chilstrom. Blah. And then look, Tom or JR doesn't have like a fancy like name. It's just Rochester's own. John Russell. Tickets are on sale. Shit, I don't have the link. If one of you guys have it, throw it in the chat. Tickets on sale for that though right now. And then of course Saturday, the next day, kaboom, no mixer, November 9th at the Chateau Theater in Peace Plaza, historic theater. Get your tickets, guys.
Actually, tickets for that show, by the way, are only available at the bar.
They are not. They are online. I know for a fact because Tim set up the Eventbrite and sent it to me. So, yes, it is for sale. I just don't know where he sent it to me, though. I think he texted to me, so that's why I'm not going to get it on here right now. Either way, though, you can look for that online. It's out there, guys. But it's gonna be a fun little weekend. JR, are you still like doing your thing over here? What's going on?
Yeah, because I found the lyrics and I gotta get the thing. I'm almost done.
Jesus.
Oh, eat my dick.
No. I'm sorry. I was gonna post the link for the because it's actually through big. Maybe not. Hold on.
I got it. There should be, y'all.
Eventbrite.
Oh yeah, we gotta update that. We definitely gotta update that. Sorry, Mr. Nella.
No shit, Dan. Right? Even dummy Dan can realize, JR, that you brought this show to a screeching fucking halt.
How the hell do you two fuckers can't talk? You can't speak?
Did I not just fucking say words to you? Don't fucking talk to me like this, old man. I will slap the shit
You
out of
don't
you
know
come
what the
November
fuck
9th.
you're doing. You got a fucking Jesus God. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you.
First of all, don't use the Lord's name in vain. Okay? That's my job.
Boom, there it is. There's the updated photo. There we go. New Nella World Order. $10 cover. They're on Eventbrite at Townies Soldiers Field over there. Some delicious food and drink gonna be happening. I think we might even have the brand new Madhouse beer at the show. And it's hosted by good old Mr. Tim Nella and myself. That's we call that Rochester's finest tag team right there, guys.
Finest is definitely not the looks involved with the team, right?
I will fucking stab you.
I love how this is just turned into insults and threats. No better way of ending the 2 count. No better way of ending the 2 count. I will fucking stab you. I will slap the shit out of you. Love it, dude.
You know what movie I watched, by the way? This isn't going to be wrestling, guys, but whatever. You know what movie I watched the other day that I totally forgot how fucking funny it is. Euro Trip.
Mike's calling your tag team Ebony and Gluttony. That's from Malice himself, by the way. That's fucking man right there.
Fucking A, Mike.
Oh yeah, Euro Trip is fucking hilarious, man. What's the song?
Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't
know. Fucking hilarious. And then when the twins end up making out with each other. Worst twins ever.
Tom should know looks aren't important. Fuck you, Dan.
That's a true story.
You fucking savage fucking brutality face looking motherfucker. You look like you got beat by everybody in your hometown, followed by everybody's fucking mom in your hometown, followed by everybody's fucking dad in your hometown, followed by the fucking police, and then sent to live in another fucking town because you're an ugly ass beast of a man.
But he's married and you're alone.
Stacy is a fucking saint. An angel among men. Putting up with fucking Dan's atrocious fucking gory ass face, okay?
Yes, when dude kicked the rope. Error. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. It popped up on like Amazon or Netflix. I was like, fuck, I haven't seen this movie forever. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it. And I was fucking rolling. I was laughing how funny that shit was.
Yeah, I don't think. Here's the problem with some of those old school movies, like, and that's the thing. It's old school now. That's fucking 20s
It is.
or 2000s.
Yeah,
that's old. But like some of those movies back then, they can't be made now. No, everybody's gonna be like, no, this is too raunchy.
Yeah,
but I did hear one. I gotta go find it. Called The Gutter. It's a bowling movie. I'm hearing good things about this as far as it's like it's an homage to some of those ones we had back in the 2000s, like Your Trip, Bro Trip, American Pie. Like it is just nothing but like roast humor, and I love it.
Car. Club Vanda Sex.
Also, Fred Armisen in that fucking movie is hilarious.
Scusi.
Just an absolute fucking gem.
Mi bella. Dude, that's a fucking great movie. The guy that drives him to not Berlin. Oh, dude, I think the whole thing's just great. Hey, Miami Vice #1 new show. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh no.
Oh
no.
Wow. I mean, that's horrible, but also hilarious. I don't know Scott, so
dude,
if you didn't know.
We had we would play that to you know Scotty Matthews, JR.
Oh yeah.
We would play that when we did like ladies' night together at Mickey's. I would play that.
Of course you would.
Just got real shit. Oh fuck yeah, dude! We have a buddy. His last name was Fox, and we all just call him Fox. So of course, when that song came out, like every time I see him walk in the bar, instantly, what does the Fox say? He gets so pissed.
Actually, you know the creepiest fucking thing is when I did that on our like moments out of Rochester. Just all of a sudden, it's like. Just as a reference to just nothing we were talking about, just like, what does the fox say? Or no. Oh, no, I think we were talking about like Brock Lesnar, where it was like, what does the Brock say?
Oh, dang.
I remember there's a dude in my fantasy league who had a bunch of Broncos on his team, and John Fox was the coach of the Broncos at the time. So his team name was What Does John Fox Say?
Nice.
And his team was fucking god awful because the Broncos in fantasy football, it's not Terrell Davis or John Elway or Shannon Sharp.
Whitney, what in the fuck, by the way, is going on with the Cowboys? Bugs, if you're still here.
Dude, I didn't want to bring it up, but
no, I'll bring it up, dude. This shit's depressing, man. They ruined my Sunday.
You know what's really fucking depressing?
I played a shit round of golf. Should have never went, Tom. Then I go home, or then I go to work, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna have some tacos. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the day. I'm gonna watch the Cowboy game. What the fuck, bro?
As an outsider, as a non-fan, right? I will say this. I know. No, I will say this. To see that they still are ranked by ESPN this week as number 13 in the power rankings is fucking atrocious. Because after that absolute
Mike.
Brutality.
At least let me enjoy the season.
Yeah, not until the playoffs. Yeah, which is the norm.
I'm telling you, Whitney. I'm telling you, he's not the guy. He's not. he's thrown 2-3 interceptions the last 3 games. Like, what the fuck?
There's a lot of bad quarterback play this last weekend, though. I mean, Aaron Rodgers looked fucking pedestrian, but he's also pushing 41. So, like,
and he's probably also high on ayahuasca. So, like, amen to him.
Yeah.
He's probably tripping balls out there. Like, fucking Dak, 4 years, highest paid. Like, yeah, exactly. That's just it. He got his fucking nut. What does he give a shit now?
He does just suck, actually. And, honestly, speaking of quarterback play, Dan will appreciate this. Fucking Jordan Love had a hell of a fucking game. Like, this NFC North is looking like it's looking fucking too good right now because you got a 5-0 team, a 5-1 team, and then 2 4-2 teams. Like, holy fuck. I mean, the Bears' schedule has been light as fuck. We can all agree upon that. But them still being 4-2 with a rookie quarterback, which they got wide receivers over there now, so they should be at least halfway decent. But
okay,
if we're gonna throw out some football talk,
if we start going on that, dude, we're gonna be here way longer. So, what I suggest is let's start wrapping up the show for the week.
You have to do your song next week.
I'm hoping that it'll be done by next week.
Yeah, and I don't have I didn't get an answer back yet. So you guys will have to tune in next week to see who I got us a 2-count cameo from.
Is it supposed to be done in how many days?
24 hours. I thought
wow.
Super off.
You gotta put it in our private chat who it is.
Do you guys want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's a good idea. 2-count 4th down comedy.
Are you sure? What's that?
Yeah. No, that was Mike's idea. We'll do 4th down comedy. We'll wrangle in our world of football a little bit.
Oh my God, that's going to be so awesome.
What are we excluding Whitney from? I'm missing it.
Nothing. Oh shit! It's in our private chat, Whitney, on the show, not on the private.
Yeah, it's not
on the private chat that you're running.
I mean, if you okay, you want a surprise? Okay, I was gonna say because otherwise I could text it over you so you know who it is. But
see, I thought you actually meant our Facebook group. I was like, it's the private chat for this show. Okay, that's gonna be fucking great. That's fucking crazy. All right. Hell yeah. All right. Was that a $10 one?
It wasn't bad at all. It wasn't $10, but it wasn't bad at all.
15.
It was a little more than that. I also
20?
did 24 hours, so just in the off chance that maybe it would have dung on him and he'd be like, let me just do this right now.
And I can tell you right now, guys, that once that is aired here, that will go up on all of our social media immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean, immediately after they're done with the show next week.
All right, guys. Well, November 2nd, you can catch me and Tom, Absolute Pro Wrestling, Waterloo, Iowa. Going to be a big 8-man tag match?
10-man.
10-man tag match it's now turned into. So make sure you join us down there for that. Do you guys have comedy coming up? Other than the 8th?
I got October 3rd. I'll be at House of Comedy for Joke Roulette. I will get a topic thrown my way, and I got to come up with a 5-minute set on the fly. And then also November 16th, I will be in Duluth at Dublin Bar for the comedy show there, 6 and 8:30 on that one. 7:30 for the House of Comedy show on the 30th. That's a Wednesday right before good old Halloween. For anybody who's bad with calendars.
John Russell.
I got nothing.
Fair point. All right.
I'm busy doing this shit now, so.
Dynamite promotion. Again, we got that big Madhouse weekend coming to Rochester. One big thing with that is, first, again, the comedy show Friday night on the 8th. Tickets available. The link is in our chat. Got good old Top Shelf Tommy. You got JR headlining, and joining the boys is King Funch, D'Angelo Funches, who I've only seen very little of, but you two have both worked with him. He is hilarious. It's gonna
He's
be
very funny.
Yeah, D'Angelo's good shit.
$10, guys, and you're gonna get a lot of good entertainment that night. Hosted by myself and Tim Nella. Then we move into Saturday night, the big Madhouse Wrestling show. We got some first time matches. Like we have Death Dealer's AK-47, first time ever happening. We have Cody Lane, the Southern Flamingo, taking on Darren Corbin, first time ever. We got a brand new title debuting.
The Mayhem Championship. Hell yeah.
Mayhem Championship. You got the Golden God with Top Shelf in his corner out there taking on Tupu. The Hale Twins putting the tag titles on. Of course, Tim Nella in the Rochester Street Fight with Gable Galileo. A killer, that new title also, that killer four-way for that match. That thing's going to be insane as well. Max Chill, Jimmy the Dirt Dog Wild, Badger Briggs, and Connor Hopkins, which is a lot of history with those two. So gonna be a good time. So get your tickets for that. Those are all on sale. VIP tickets, all that good stuff. We're really excited. And JR is gonna have these fans for the first 250 people.
Yes. Look at that. Oh my God, is that going to be great? Is that going to be great?
And if you're a good friend of ours, you might get a special limited edition T-shirt.
I also wonder, before we leave, I wonder if those of you that are watching on all of our 3 platforms tonight, Twitch, YouTube, and X, if you would have any interest in pre-ordering one of those shirts. We can make them up for you. If you want to pre-order, just, drop us a little note and say, yeah, it'd be kind of cool to have one of those, support the show. I think we could probably do them for $20.
Probably 20, depending on the price. If it's big, may have to be a few more dollars on there for those bigger shirts. But here's the deal, we're only going to do this once with this shirt, with the Top Shelf Supporter Limited Edition tag on there. So once we do this, they will be gone.
That's why it says limited edition on
it. Who knows? Maybe
Jake!
Jake Hudson coming in the final minutes.
Jake! And who knows? Maybe we'll have a few to give away on November 9th at the show. Maybe. Oh, Dan. You're going to see a lot of this on the cruise, hopefully. Which, by the way, how exciting is that, guys? I mean, we got the big show in November. And then, in all reality, about a month and a half later, we are going to kind of have some shows that are going to be pretty heavily focused on the upcoming Jericho cruise that we're all going to be on. So,
Jake Hudson's a real one, everybody. Go check him out. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Also, Dan, hopefully I never see you on the boat.
Nope, we're going to see him right before we walk into the building again, just like last year. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait to see all our friends.
Haven't checked it out yet, Jake. We'll have to give it a look. Maybe we'll get back to you next week.
That's right. Join us. We're also going to have that special cameo.
Oh my God!
Right,
that's you guys are not gonna. Honestly, you're not gonna believe what Ace got. I mean, it's gonna blow your mind.
It was a good one. It was a good one for the first one.
Absolutely.
For us, it was a good one.
Fuck yes.
Fits us well.
And I just have received a note here. My person that's doing our animation for our new opening. Well, it's not new now, but for our opening theme by none other than Nerd D. I should have that done by the end of this week and be able to use it as our new opening. It's going to be exciting too. And given the fact now I don't have to do that, I might be able to make a 2 minutes with the dipshit promo.
Top shelf asshole. Okay.
I'll have it say top shelf asshole. I don't care what you want.
Fucking can't we play nice? No.
Oh yeah. Also,
I'll stab you.
Not that one, but also that November 8th and 9th weekend. Shout out to Little Thistle making the Madhouse Kayfabe Killer Wheat. We will have our own very special beer. So if you like beer, make sure you join us.
Jake, go check out the start of the show. Actually, it will be available on YouTube pretty much right after the show is done here. We did cover WrestleDream. We didn't watch a lot of it, so we won't probably cover much further than that. But yeah, go check out the start of the show. We covered it all then. So
awesome, gang. Love y'all. If you're watching on any of our platforms, we appreciate each and every one of you. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.